For years, we've been conditioned to believe that the only real solution to infection lies in a pharmacy prescription. That at the first sign of discomfort, we need to rush to the doctor for antibiotics. But what if I told you that some of the most powerful antimicrobial agents on Earth are probably already in your kitchen, or could be with a simple trip to the grocery store? Today, I want to share something that could fundamentally change how you approach wellness in your home. Not as a replacement for medical care when you truly need it, but as a first line of defense. A natural pharmacy that empowers you to take charge of minor infections before they escalate, while simultaneously building your body's resilience for the long term. Because here's what most people don't realize. Keeping these 7 natural antibiotics in your home isn't just about treating illness. It's about reclaiming a sense of control over your well-being. It's about having the confidence to act quickly when symptoms appear. And it's about nurturing your body with solutions that work with your biology, not against it. This is especially crucial as we mature. Our immune systems don't weaken with age, they simply need different support. The right natural antibiotics used strategically can mean the difference between a minor throat irritation and a week-long infection that drains your energy and vitality. Let me paint you a familiar picture. It's late evening. You feel that telltale scratch in your throat, that subtle heaviness that signals something is brewing. The pharmacy is closed. You don't want to bother a doctor with something that seems minor, so you wait. By morning, that scratch has become a flame. What could have been stopped in its tracks with immediate action has now taken hold. This scenario plays out in homes everywhere, every single day, and it's completely preventable. When you have the right natural antibiotics on hand and know exactly how to use them, you can intervene at that crucial first moment. You can shift the trajectory before your body has to mount a full-scale immune response. The beauty of natural antibiotics goes far beyond convenience. These aren't just substances that kill bacteria. They're complex botanical medicines that have evolved over millions of years to defend against microbial threats while simultaneously supporting multiple body systems. When you use them, you're not just fighting an infection, you're enhancing circulation, reducing inflammation, supporting digestion, and boosting overall vitality. This matters profoundly in maturity. Many conventional antibiotics come with side effects that become more problematic as we age. They disrupt the delicate balance of our gut microbiome, which regulates everything from nutrient absorption to mood. They can interact with other medications we might be taking. They contribute to antibiotic resistance, making future infections harder to treat. Natural antibiotics, used appropriately, sidestep many of these concerns while offering benefits that extend well beyond the immediate infection. Let's talk about what makes an antibiotic natural yet powerful. Plants can't run from threats. They're rooted in place, constantly exposed to bacteria, fungi, and viruses in their environment. To survive, they've developed sophisticated chemical defense systems. These are the phytochemicals we harness as natural antibiotics. What's remarkable is how many of these plant compounds work synergistically with our own immune systems. They don't just kill pathogens indiscriminately. Many of them disrupt bacterial communication networks, making it impossible for bacteria to organize into resistant colonies. Others damage bacterial cell membranes without harming our own cells. Some prevent bacteria from adhering to our tissues, effectively evicting them before an infection can establish itself. These mechanisms matter because they explain why natural antibiotics rarely generate the kind of resistance we see with pharmaceutical versions. Bacteria find it much harder to adapt to complex mixtures of compounds that attack them from multiple angles simultaneously. The first natural antibiotic you should always have in your home is raw garlic. Not the pre-minced kind in a jar, not garlic powder, but fresh, living garlic bulbs. This humble plant has been revered as medicine for over 5,000 years across virtually every civilization. The Egyptians fed it to pyramid builders to maintain their strength. Ancient Greek athletes consumed it before competitions. Soldiers in both world wars used garlic paste on wounds to prevent infection when antibiotics weren't available. Modern science has validated this ancient wisdom comprehensively. Garlic contains a compound called allicin, formed when you crush or chop the cloves. This allicin can penetrate the cell walls of more than 20 different types of pathogenic bacteria. Research published in peer-reviewed microbiology journals confirms its effectiveness against staph, strep, and even some antibiotic-resistant strains. What makes garlic especially valuable for your home pharmacy is its speed. When consumed correctly, a lichen begins circulating in your bloodstream within 30 minutes. By 2 hours, therapeutic concentrations have reached infection sites throughout your body. By 4 hours, most people report noticeable symptom relief. But garlic does something else that's crucial for vitality and maturity. It improves your circulation dramatically. It helps relax arterial walls, allowing blood to flow with less resistance. It has mild anticoagulant properties that prevent small clot formation. It protects the endothelium, that delicate inner lining of your blood vessels that's essential for cardiovascular health. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching every cell. It means sharper mental clarity, less fatigue, better physical recovery. And yes, it means improved vascular response during intimate moments because healthy circulation is fundamental to every aspect of physical vitality. Here's how to use garlic for maximum therapeutic effect. Crush or finely chop 2 to 3 cloves of fresh garlic. This is crucial. Let them sit for 10 minutes. This waiting period allows the enzymatic reaction that creates allicin to complete. If you cook the garlic immediately or swallow it whole, you lose most of its antimicrobial power. After the 10-minute wait, mix the garlic with a tablespoon of raw honey. The honey masks the intense flavor while adding its own antimicrobial properties. Consume this mixture on an empty stomach for optimal absorption. Repeat 3 times daily when fighting an active infection. For throat infections specifically, try this technique. Slowly chew a small clove of raw garlic, allowing the juice to coat your throat before swallowing. Yes, the taste is strong, but the relief is rapid and remarkable. Keep a head of fresh garlic in a cool, dark place in your kitchen, and it will last for weeks, always ready when you need it. The second essential natural antibiotic is Manuka honey, and this deserves a permanent spot in your home. Unlike regular honey, Manuka comes from New Zealand, where bees pollinate the Manuka tree. It contains a compound called methylglyoxal in concentrations up to 100 times higher than conventional honey. This isn't just a folk remedy. Hospitals in multiple countries use medical-grade Manuka honey to treat surgical wounds and burns because clinical studies have documented its effectiveness against antibiotic-resistant bacteria. We're talking about microorganisms that have survived the most powerful pharmaceutical antibiotics modern medicine can offer, yet they cannot withstand this natural substance. Manuka honey works through multiple simultaneous mechanisms. Its high sugar content creates an osmotic environment where bacteria literally dehydrate and die. Its acidic pH inhibits microbial growth. It produces hydrogen peroxide gradually, providing continuous disinfection. And the methylglyoxal damages bacterial DNA, preventing reproduction. For you in maturity, Manuka honey offers benefits that transcend fighting infection. It's an exceptional prebiotic, feeding beneficial gut bacteria while eliminating harmful ones. This matters tremendously because your intestinal microbiome regulates aspects of health you might not connect, from vitamin absorption to the production of neurotransmitters that affect your mood and mental clarity. A healthy gut translates to better energy, improved digestion, enhanced nutrient uptake. All of this contributes to that overall sense of vitality you're seeking. Manuka honey acts remarkably fast. For sore throat, many people experience significant relief within 30 minutes to 2 hours. The key is letting the honey dissolve slowly in your mouth, coating the entire affected area rather than swallowing it quickly. For mouth infections like canker sores or ulcers, apply a small amount directly to the area and let it sit. Improvement is usually visible within 6 to 12 hours. For minor cuts, scrapes, or skin irritations, topical application of Manuka honey accelerates healing noticeably. Keep a jar of authentic Manuka honey with a UMF rating of 15 or higher. This number indicates the concentration of active compounds. For therapeutic effects, you need at least this level. Store it at room temperature where it will keep for years. When infection strikes, take 1 tablespoon every 4 hours during the acute phase. The third natural antibiotic essential for your home is oregano essential oil, but this requires important understanding. We're not talking about the dried oregano in your spice rack. Oregano essential oil is an extreme concentration, up to 100 times more potent than the fresh herb. This makes it extraordinarily powerful, but it also means you must use it with respect and proper dilution. The active compounds are carvacrol and thymol. These phenolic substances literally pierce through bacterial membranes and destroy them from within. Research demonstrates that oregano oil is effective against gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria, fungi like Candida, and even certain intestinal parasites. What makes oregano oil invaluable for your home pharmacy is its rapid action. In laboratory studies, it begins damaging bacteria within minutes. When consumed, it can reach active concentrations in your system within 1 to 3 hours. For respiratory infections, intestinal issues, or sinus problems, many people notice improvement within the first day. Here's the critical safety information. Oregano essential oil is extremely strong and must never be used undiluted. Always mix it with a carrier oil like olive or coconut in a ratio of 1 part oregano to 3 parts carrier oil. This dilution is not optional, it's essential for safe use. For internal use, place 3 to 5 drops of the diluted oil under your tongue 3 times daily. The taste is intense, but sublingual absorption is highly efficient. If the flavor is intolerable, you can mix it with a teaspoon of honey or add it to a small glass of warm water. For respiratory infections, steam inhalations are extraordinarily effective. Add 3 drops of oregano oil to a bowl of just boiled water. Create a tent over your head with a towel and inhale the steam for 10 minutes. The volatile compounds reach your airways directly, acting locally and powerfully. Store a small bottle of therapeutic-grade oregano essential oil in a cool, dark place. It will last for years if properly sealed. Remember, never use it for more than 2 weeks consecutively. Its potency means extended use can affect beneficial gut bacteria along with pathogens. Use it strategically in short bursts when you truly need its power. The fourth natural antibiotic to keep in your home is fresh ginger root, and this versatile medicine deserves a prominent place in your refrigerator. Ginger contains over 400 bioactive compounds, but the most relevant for fighting infections are gingerol and shogol. These compounds have antibacterial, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory properties. What makes ginger unique is its ability to work on multiple systems simultaneously. While fighting infection, it's reducing the inflammation that causes much of your discomfort. It's improving circulation, which accelerates the arrival of immune cells to infection sites. It's soothing nausea if present, and it's protecting your digestive lining from damage. For digestive problems and gastrointestinal infections, ginger can start providing relief in 20 to 45 minutes. This makes it one of the fastest-acting natural remedies available. For sore throat and respiratory infections, noticeable relief arrives within 1 to 2 hours. Proper preparation amplifies its effects. Always use fresh ginger root, never processed powder when seeking therapeutic benefits. Grate approximately 2 centimeters of fresh root. The grating is important because it exposes more surface area for extraction of active compounds. Add the grated ginger to water that is just boiled. Cover and steep for 10 to 15 minutes. This isn't casual tea, it's a therapeutic extraction. Then add the juice of half a lemon and a tablespoon of manuka honey. This combination triples ginger's power. Lemon contributes vitamin C and its own antimicrobial compounds, while honey adds its antibacterial capacity. Drink this preparation every 3 to 4 hours during acute infection. In severe cases, you can consume up to 4 grams of fresh ginger daily, roughly equivalent to a thumb-sized piece. But ginger does something else you might not expect. It significantly improves peripheral circulation. This means better blood flow to your extremities, your skin, and yes, to tissues involved in intimate response. Many people notice that after several weeks of regular ginger consumption, they feel warmer in hands and feet, a sign of improved circulation. Keep fresh ginger root in your refrigerator, where it stays potent for several weeks. Having it constantly available means you can act immediately at the first sign of infection, when natural remedies are most effective. The fifth natural antibiotic you should always have is propolis. And this remarkable substance deserves wider recognition. Bees are masters of hygiene. In an enclosed, humid space like a hive, where thousands of individuals live together, preventing infection is a matter of survival. Propolis is their solution, and now it can be yours. Propolis is a resinous mixture that bees collect from tree buds. They modify it with their own secretions and use it to seal cracks in the hive and, crucially, to disinfect every surface. It contains over 300 active compounds, including flavonoids, phenolic acids, and essential oils. Scientific research confirms that propolis has antimicrobial activity against a broad spectrum of pathogens. But what makes it especially valuable is its ability to modulate your immune system. It doesn't just attack harmful microorganisms directly, it stimulates your own defenses to work more efficiently. Propolis acts with remarkable speed. A propolis spray applied directly to an inflamed throat can provide relief in 15 to 30 minutes. For mouth infections like gingivitis or sores, improvement is noticeable within 2 to 6 hours. If you take it at the first symptom of a cold, it can significantly reduce the duration and severity of the illness. There are several forms of propolis, each with advantages. Spray is ideal for throat problems because it allows direct application. Tincture, which is propolis drops in alcohol, is more versatile. You can take it internally, 20 to 30 drops 3 times daily, or apply it topically to wounds or skin irritations. Propolis lozenges are another intelligent option. They provide slow, steady release of active compounds, keeping your throat protected for hours. They're especially useful if you work in environments with high exposure to viruses and bacteria. Keep propolis spray and tincture in your medicine cabinet. Both have long shelf lives and remain potent for years when properly stored. The spray is your first response for throat issues. The tincture is your versatile tool for multiple types of infections. The sixth essential natural antibiotic is the combination of turmeric and black pepper, and understanding why they must go together is crucial. Turmeric, that golden root used in Ayurvedic medicine for thousands of years, contains curcumin, a compound with antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, and anti-inflammatory properties. Here's the challenge. Your body doesn't absorb curcumin well on its own. Studies show that only about 1% of the curcumin you consume actually reaches your bloodstream. The rest gets metabolized and eliminated without being utilized. So how did ancient Ayurvedic healers achieve powerful therapeutic effects with turmeric? The answer is black pepper. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine. This substance temporarily inhibits certain liver enzymes that normally break down curcumin. The result is astonishing. Piperine increases curcumin bioavailability by up to 2,000%. That's not a typo, 2,000%. This synergy changes everything. Suddenly, curcumin can reach therapeutic concentrations in your system. And when that happens, its effects are profound. Curcumin disrupts bacterial biofilm formation, those protective structures bacteria create to defend against antibiotics. This means it can act against infections that have become resistant to conventional treatments. But where curcumin truly shines is in its anti-inflammatory capacity. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the great enemies of healthy aging. It's linked to virtually every age-related disease: cardiovascular, neurodegenerative, metabolic. When you reduce chronic inflammation, everything improves. Your energy increases because your body isn't constantly diverting resources toward inflammatory responses. Your mental clarity improves because neuroinflammation decreases. Your physical recovery accelerates, and your vascular function improves, positively impacting circulation throughout your body. Keep both turmeric powder and whole black peppercorns in your kitchen. When you need their therapeutic power, mix 1 teaspoon of high-quality turmeric powder with 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Fresh grinding is important because volatile compounds degrade over time. Add 1 tablespoon of coconut oil or olive oil. Healthy fats further increase curcumin absorption as it's fat-soluble. You can mix this into warm milk, either dairy or plant-based, to make traditional golden milk, or simply mix it into hot water as a concentrated tea. Consume this preparation 2 to 3 times daily. First effects may appear within 4 to 8 hours, but full benefits accumulate with consistent use. Many people report that after 2 weeks of regular consumption, they notice a significant difference in their energy level, digestive wellness, and overall sense of vitality. The seventh natural antibiotic that should always be in your home is raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. This isn't the clear, filtered vinegar used for cleaning. The mother is a cloudy substance composed of beneficial bacteria and enzymes that give raw apple cider vinegar its therapeutic properties. Apple cider vinegar creates an acidic environment that many harmful bacteria cannot tolerate. It's particularly effective for digestive infections and for supporting overall gut health. The acetic acid it contains has been shown to inhibit the growth of several pathogenic bacteria, but apple cider vinegar offers additional benefits crucial for well-being and maturity. It helps stabilize blood sugar levels, reducing the spikes and crashes that drain your energy. It supports healthy digestion by increasing stomach acid production, which often decreases with age. Better digestion means better nutrient absorption, which translates to improved vitality. For throat infections, gargle with 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar mixed in a glass of warm water. The acidity creates an inhospitable environment for bacteria while soothing inflammation. For digestive issues or as a general immune support, drink 1 to 2 tablespoons mixed in water before meals. Keep a bottle of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother in your pantry. It has an indefinite shelf life and remains potent for years. Look for organic varieties in glass bottles for highest quality. Now that you understand each natural antibiotic individually, let me share how to combine them strategically for maximum effectiveness. The key is understanding that these resources work best when they support each other. For a sudden sore throat, act immediately. Spray propolis directly on the affected area. Initial relief will come within minutes. 1 hour later, prepare a concentrated ginger tea with manuka honey and fresh lemon juice. Drink this slowly, allowing the warm liquid to coat your throat. Every 4 hours, consume 2 cloves of fresh crushed garlic mixed with honey. Yes, the taste is strong, but effectiveness compensates. Before bed, gargle with warm salt water to which you add 1 drop of diluted oregano oil. Don't swallow this mixture, use it only for gargling. For respiratory infection with congestion, the protocol differs. On an empty stomach, consume your dose of raw garlic. This primes your immune system for the day. At midday, drink a cup of golden milk prepared with turmeric, black pepper, and coconut oil. In the afternoon, perform a steam inhalation with 3 drops of oregano oil in hot water. The steam clears your airways while antimicrobial compounds act locally. At night, before sleep, take a tablespoon of manuka honey with freshly grated ginger. For digestive problems or intestinal issues, the approach changes. Diluted oregano oil is your first resource taken on an empty stomach. With each meal, add freshly grated ginger to your food or drink it as tea. Between meals, take your propolis dose. Before bed, consume high-quality probiotics along with a crushed garlic clove. This combination eliminates pathogens while reestablishing beneficial intestinal flora. Let me share some experiences that illustrate the transformative power of these natural resources. I met Richard, a 64-year-old man who had developed recurrent sinus infections. Every few months, like clockwork, congestion would appear that evolved into something more serious. Pharmaceutical antibiotics provided temporary relief, but the pattern continued. Additionally, each antibiotic cycle caused digestive problems that took weeks to resolve. When he started using the protocol of oregano oil inhalations, ginger tea, and daily garlic at the first symptom, something shifted. Infections that previously established themselves completely now stopped in their initial phase. In 8 months, he had only 1 mild episode, but the most remarkable change was something else. Richard recovered an energy level he hadn't experienced in years. His mental clarity improved, and he reported renewed confidence in his overall vitality, something that positively impacted his relationship with his partner. Jennifer, 59 years old, struggled with recurring urinary tract infections, a common problem in postmenopausal women. Conventional treatments worked, but the cycle repeated every few months. She began consuming raw garlic daily as prevention, along with propolis and cranberry. Not only did the infection cease, but she noticed improvements in her energy and skin quality. These cases illustrate something fundamental. When your body isn't constantly fighting infections, your entire vitality elevates. Energy that was previously diverted toward immune defense is now available to enjoy life, to connect with others, to feel whole. There's something I need to explain clearly because it's the heart of everything we've explored. Your health doesn't exist in separate compartments. There isn't physical health here, intimate health there, and mental health somewhere else. Everything is profoundly interconnected. When you have an infection, even a minor one, your body enters defense mode. Inflammatory cytokines increase. Your nervous system receives threat signals. Your hormonal glands adjust their production. The result isn't just physical discomfort, but also changes in your mood, your energy level, your desire to connect with others. In maturity, this interconnection becomes even more evident. Chronic low-grade inflammation, often caused or aggravated by recurrent infections, affects the production of nitric oxide, a molecule fundamental to vascular health. Less nitric oxide means reduced capacity of your blood vessels to relax and expand when greater flow is needed. This impacts your general circulation, your brain function, your physical recovery capacity. And yes, it also affects vascular response during intimate moments. This isn't psychological, it's physiological. The natural antibiotics we've explored don't just fight infections. They're addressing underlying inflammation. They're improving your vascular function. They're supporting your cellular energy production. All of this translates into comprehensive vitality that touches every aspect of your experience. When you feel vital, you walk differently. You speak with more energy. Your presence is more magnetic. Your confidence rises naturally, and this confidence, this sense of being well in your body, transforms the quality of your relationships and your capacity to enjoy intimate moments. If I had to summarize everything we've explored in one idea, it would be this. Your body possesses an extraordinary capacity to heal and renew itself when it receives the right resources. Fast-acting natural antibiotics aren't just tools for fighting infections. They're allies for recovering and maintaining vitality you perhaps thought was lost. Age isn't the enemy. Resignation is. Every day you have the choice to nourish your body with ancestral wisdom backed by modern science. Every infection you prevent or resolve quickly is energy you conserve for living fully. Every moment your body isn't fighting a threat is a moment it can thrive. Wellness and maturity isn't the absence of challenges. It's the presence of effective resources to face them. It's the confidence of knowing you can care for yourself with natural, powerful, and rapid tools. It's the freedom to feel vital, connected, present in your body and in your life. It's never too late to change the trajectory of your well-being. Every moment is a new opportunity to choose vitality. I've shared these resources with you because I deeply believe in the power of information to transform lives. But information without action remains as unrealized potential. I invite you to choose one of these natural antibiotics and incorporate it into your life this week. Not all at once, just one. Experience its effect. Observe how your body responds. Notice the subtle changes in your energy, your clarity, your vitality. If this content has resonated with you, share it with someone who could benefit. Knowledge multiplies when shared, and each person who recovers their vitality is one more light in the world. I'd love to know your experience. Have you used any of these remedies? What have you noticed? The comments section is a space for sharing collective wisdom. Your experience could be exactly what another person needs to hear today. And if you wish to continue this journey of wellness and longevity with me, subscribe to the channel. Each week we explore topics that empower you to live with more vitality, confidence, and fulfillment at every stage of your life. Remember, your best version isn't in the past. It's waiting for you in the decisions you make today. Until next time, keep shining.